last week on the Crafty Crow Show.
Let's get stuff like that. That's all it takes.
Ta-da! Baby's first bow point. The entire scene ripped out. It sucks, and I hate it. And I about took my knife and cut the tarp in half already. Yeah. It's gonna be alright. Morning. So with everything that went wrong yesterday, one thing that went right is this sleep system. I stayed warm all night. Actually, it wasn't until this morning I actually started wrapping up over my shoulders. So, pretty good night. Hips dug into the ground a little bit, but other than that, it wasn't bad. The sleep system was awesome. So, turn around. The other guys are stirring. Let's get up and make some coffee. It's coffee time. They got breakfast ready over there, and I ain't even got my coffee done yet. I'm slacking this morning. Let's go look at breakfast while this is heating up. We got some scrambled eggs, and what's under the hood? Oh, there's sausages. So scrambled eggs and sausages for breakfast.
I'm turning the camp shelf all weekend, so.
Now we have documented proof for Jennifer. And Indiana Jason here with his hat.
Played out there, Jason.
Ooh, that's looking good. Let's get some of that. So I made a little mistake. That's loose coffee. I thought this was like a coffee tea bag. Oh well. Cowboy coffee it is. Got that. We got our coffee going. It's a good morning already, Tater. I'm gonna eat. Get you back in a little while. We'll figure out what we're gonna do for the day. Okay, breakfast is over. Our bellies are full. We've sat around the fire for a little while. I filled up my, as you can see, the Seanock 2 liter, what is that, a Vecto, I believe is what it's called. Seanock Vecto 2 liter bag. Put my dirty water in this, and then you have your squeeze. Mounts right on the end of that, and then I've got the, make sure you get the adapter if you get that. And it goes right onto, what's this, smart water bottle. You can run it different ways. It's gravity feed. I usually hang it right there off that little carabiner and just let it drain right off my pack since it's already hanging. But I think it's time to work on a project. Let's see if I can find this one-handed. And I know it's down in there somewhere. There it is. We got this. I'm gonna get out of me. Have I mentioned how much I love this axe? Love this axe. This and the sleep system was a Christmas present last year. And Kathy bought them for me, and dang, these were two awesome presents. So, let's get over as we catch Jason doing his usual firewood mania. Everybody's got their hobbies when they camp. This is Jason's hobby, I've come to realize. He's got his little bow saw, and the boy just sits and saws firewood the whole time. There's something that must be soothing.
It is. It's good exercise too. And I'm not going to go cold.
There ain't none of us going to go cold. We're just keeping this thing smoldering, so we ain't got to start it back up this evening. We've got some punky wood and stuff on there now. So, anywho, we're going to take that log that Jason found, of course. We're going to use that stuff to make something. It could turn into a disaster like the rest of everything has for me this weekend, but we're going to try it. We've still not named this campsite. You know we like to name our campsites. After seeing my struggles on this video, and you need to look up here, I'll link you to Jason's channel or his video or whatever I can do up here. Go check that one out, see his perspective of things, because it's probably much better than mine. But we need to name this campsite. This is the second year we've been, we've still not named it. Give us your suggestions. Comment down in the comments below. Let us know what your suggestion for this campsite would be. Because at this point, mine and Jason's ideals of names is two totally different ideals. Mine's like Disappointment Point or something right now, but anyway, let us know your suggestions and help us name this campsite. We'll I think both of us might leave it up to the viewers to name this one. We'll see what you can come up with and help us out with the name.
Yeah, we need your help.
We definitely need your help. This has been year 2, we still ain't named it. So as you've seen, we've done all the rough carving and the heavy work with Itame. So now we've got the carving kit. And I showed this last week a little bit, but we've got the crooked knife, the other knives. So here's my knife set. And I'll show you the blanks. This is what I'm thinking. You can see a very crude looking spoon, and there's still a whole lot. I mean, we might have to trim some more down with the axe, but a crude looking spoon and another flat that I'm kind of thinking about making a spatula out of this. We'll start with the spoon first and see where to go from there. So this is only, I made one small spoon one time with this carving kit, but we're going to try a little bit bigger one and try it out here in the bush instead of sitting on the porch. So let's get to carving. When the conversation is going on in camp, I will apologize if you hear something in the background from them two over there talking. You don't want to know what the one just then was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just over here sawing my wood.
See what I mean? You know what? I think I need a bigger knife for some of this work. Let's get a good one out. Even though we broke the belt, it's still usable, right? And this thing is definitely going to take off stuff a whole lot quicker. Tell you what, I'm gonna change plans. Let's start cutting out the bowl. And I'm kind of worried about that center piece there, which we should be able to get past it, but let's cut out the bowl, and I think I'm gonna get Itame and do some more of this, because you see It's still way thick. That's going to take forever, even with this knife. Learning as we go. It's all right. This hook knife came from Jason, but it's a Condor. And this is actually the first time I've used it. But Condor makes some good knives. He's got one of their bushcraft knives. And if you're looking for a budget one, I mean, looking at his, it's in good shape.
What is that? Strop.
Mm-hmm. So, sharpening it every now and then, putting it on the strop some. You can see we're making a little bit of progress now. So, keep beating away at it and get it as deep as I want. You know, we've got a lot. You can see there are a lot of depth we can work with. It won't go that deep, but we're going to get it down as far as we can and try to get that out of it. So, let's keep working away. We'll get it though. Now after some digging, you can see how deep it is. And we've done a little trimming with Idame. So this will make life a whole lot easier with the actual knife. But it kind of looks like a spoon now, right? All right, so that's still pretty rough, but it's getting supper time, so it's time to put this down. I'll finish this at home. Didn't get nowhere with the spatula, but got a pretty good deal on the spoon. So I'm gonna have to bowl it out a little bit more, but at least it looks like a spoon now, right? And I would have got this done today. We had a little bit of rain and a little bit of procrastination on my part, but there's the roughed out spoon. We'll get that finished at home. So now, supper time. So it's supper time and it's getting ready to get dark, and GoPros don't do very good at low light. So before I let you go again for the night, we're going to try a backpacker's pantry meal. This one is Santa Fe style rice and beans with chicken. I had a, what was that, Stowaway Gourmet. I had a few of them. They just shipped today, and I ordered them 2 weeks ago. I don't know what the deal is with that. But we'll get down here, get this thing hydrating, and try this meal out. So bad news. I've got a 15-20 minutes for that to hydrate, and I think the light is going to be gone. So I'll let you know in the morning how it tasted, and we'll wrap this up for the night. As usual, if something happens tonight, I'll bring you back, but we're just going to sit and chill by the fire, tell a few good stories, and enjoy our last night here and just relax, because that's what it's all about. So we'll see you guys in the morning over coffee again, and we'll wrap this trip up pretty soon. So good night. We'll see you in the morning. Yeah, there you are. So I got up this morning, was going to do my little wake up intro shoot, and got about 3 seconds into it and the battery said pfft. Right now it's 30 degrees according to my thermometer. GoPro batteries do not like cold weather. I had it under the shelter with me, but I didn't have the batteries actually tucked in the bag with me, so go figure. So since I've had them trying to warm the batteries up to get to working, I've had my coffee. And let me get you turned around. Owen has got the fire going, and we're going to burn up the last of the massive amounts of firewood that Jason brought in just to get ourselves warm and cook some breakfast.
So we got enough, guys?
He's still going to panic because we're using all his wood. Jason and them's just getting up. I got up about an hour before they did. As you can see, I'm tearing my shelter down because I was tired of looking at this horrible attempt at a shelter, because that's what it was. Guys, I'll do an updated review on this tarp. For the initial impression, it sucked. I've even had a couple of stitches pop when I was just doing some regular stuff with it. But I want to give them a chance. I mean, it did work. It was my shelter all weekend, but you can't trust that. I mean, if you really need it, you can't trust it. Pretty excited to show you that tarp as a good budget option with lots of tie-out points. It's got 32 tie-out points on it, so all kinds of configurations you could do, but it just failed. It just failed. But I'm going to give them an opportunity to respond and everything before I give you an actual review on it and you know, do it right. But the initial thing, I'm not happy with it at all. It wasn't worth the money. So we'll give them rebuttal time. Anyway, oh, the meal, Backpacker's Pantry meal that I told you I was going to tell you about. It was good. Needed salt. And I know they probably couldn't add that from the factory or anything because of different people's taste. I didn't plan on bringing any salt, so I couldn't add any. But other than that, it was good. It probably needed less water than what the package called for because it was a little soupy. But it was almost like a Southwest chicken soup kind of thing. It was actually pretty good with the soupy because it was still warm and it was cold last night. So, you know, kind of fluctuate the water with what your taste is. My coffee's working. You can tell how blabby I am this morning. It did snow a little bit on us, just a light dusting. And all of the weather come right into the wind direction changed. It come right into my shelter. So, but luckily I had that sleep system and you can totally cover your head with the Gore-Tex. So that's just what I did, hunker down in it and just didn't worry about it. That thing has been the star of the campouts, that sleep system, because I'm really, really happy with it. So yeah, that's kind of the morning recap. Let's get to packing up camp and eat some breakfast, and then time to head home. Blue. Let's see what this stuff tastes like. Well, ain't too bad. With that purple color from all the blueberries. You put cold water in, I'm sure you could do warm, but it's a simple, easy breakfast. I'll give that one a thumbs up. So, breakfast break, and then we'll finish packing up. And there we are, all packed up. That's where we spent the last 2 nights. You can see where the snow fell off my tarp. Jason's getting all his stuff packed up. Almost got his shelter down. Owen's the same. I'm gonna go stand by the fire, wait on them to get done. Well, we're out, we're packed, we're out. Done the little hike. I'm not a very good YouTuber. Man, I was cold, I'm tired. I didn't want to film on the way out, honestly. But as you can see, we're back here at the boat ramp. And back here with the boys, getting everything loaded up. And got weird looks from both of them because they like to look at me while I'm videoing. I feel like they're spies. But anyway, thanks for coming with us. Don't forget, leave comments down below what you think that campsite ought to be named. And me and Jason will check them against our channels. Check out Man's Adventures for his video of this. And Owen Petrie has a channel. And I'm putting you right in the sunlight, ain't I? Check out both those channels to kind of get perspective on things too. But until next time, we thank y'all for coming with us. We hope that you enjoyed the video. And until next time, love one another as the good Lord tells you. With these 2 Riri's in the background trying to mess me up. See you guys next week.